First day after class, PhD, the long journey. Well, the 200 pages of articles allowed for some insight into what our program is going to be about, understanding the journey, and in a cohort, how it's going to work. We have one of the larger cohorts for UCCS. We have 17 doctoral students, which is a great thing. A vast amount of knowledge in a multitude of areas. We had K through 12 education, from principals to teachers. We had higher ed, from dean's assistants to math instructors. We had nonprofits and a various amount of other interests to get this PhD in educational leadership, research, and policy. Understanding the reading and then some of the activities that we did in class put an emphasis on the student affairs part. And what that meant was you're going to need your group. You're going to need your team. This is the people that you're locked in for the next 2 years of classwork. And then who knows how many years after that to finish dissertation. What I really appreciated that I didn't at the time was being forced into multiple groups. One, to meet your cohort, see some of their strengths and weaknesses and things we're doing, and then projects. We meet once a week, every Wednesday. And by the time we have class next Wednesday, we have 4 assignments due, to include reading chapters in 3 different textbooks, a couple articles, understanding what we're doing. Yes, some of the reading is APA to get us better in that, annotated bibliographies, and finding articles that help with doctoral students' educational success. So I lead that with our first group, meeting with 4 other classmates, deciding on an article, posting that article to stake our claim to it, doing a presentation, which means we have to either meet in person, not very good in COVID, or meet as a group in a virtual space. So, looking at our assignment load, I appreciate our group that we are deciding to do it fast. We have our article, we all get a chance to read it. We can correspond through emails a couple times back and forth, and then take a Zoom meeting on Friday. Discuss our plan of action, make a few slides, and voila, 10-minute presentation next Wednesday. The most important thing that I've seen from the start is organization. You have to figure out what your organization is and then figure out your rhythm. The professor really went over understanding who can do what when. You have to get to know who you're working with and what their limitations are. As we have some that have small kids or other limitations during the days, it might be good for somebody in the morning. It might be better for somebody else at night. Managing those expectations early, I think, is a great way at the beginning of ours to show you have to put some commitment and put a little extra effort into other people. Because even with our books, one of the books we're responsible for reading the whole thing, but I have a single partner to pair up and do a synopsis in detail about 2 of the chapters in one book. Again, a good way to meet our cohort, work together, find the strengths and weaknesses, and to do a little more detailed on a book that all of us have to read so that you can skim over it, understand that you're not going to retain everything, but hopefully we'll see the strengths of our other classmates and what they do. Well, that's the 5 minutes for today. I will get you one more time before I go to class on Wednesday.